welcome back in. This is the 2021 Infinite Disc Beehive Classic. This is the second half of round one. And we're getting into it. Here we go. Joined by Cade Philamahala.
What's up?
What's up? Cade, so far you're doing not too bad. You're 2 under. We had a windstorm. We're hitting the back 9 now. What do we got here?
This is 706 feet. You got OB right with the pond, and then you got an OB line left on this golf fairway. So it's really a tough shot to land in bounds because you want to get distance, but you want to keep it in the middle.
The people that get caught up on this hole in that windstorm were really cursing me out. So that's a great drive right there. Put it right inbounds, the backside of those trees. That's almost ideal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at this point the wind had calmed down quite a bit, so there wasn't too much wind to speak of.
You get to see how beautiful the bluff actually is when the wind's not blowing. This might be fading off, Cade.
Yeah, this is pretty early.
That hits the OB.
Yeah, that's OB by like 60 feet. That was a really bad shot.
Yeah. I mean, you're worried about the wind that was there, right?
Yeah. That just wasn't wide enough.
The thing I like about this hole, it kind of bottlenecks up closer, so there's almost a defined like landing zone for this first shot, and you got to hit it, but you got to contend with the water over that as well.
Pretty wide.
Which Kessler, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if it came back in or what it did.
Yeah, that's super close to the edge right there.
That's scary. All right, let's see if Alex can learn from some mistakes here. We got one that's tight on the right, and you're out on the left.
Yeah, I think he's going back to the Emperor here.
Smart play.
Trying to get some distance.
Doesn't matter, left side, right side. You're contending OB, so just one, you might lose your disc. The other one, you're just out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's looking pretty good.
That is ideal right there.
That's looking great. You can see the OB line right there.
So right here we're looking for Kessler's disc. We couldn't really see it from the tee pad, so trying to figure out where it went because there's it's kind of murky where the water is here, so we're trying to find it.
That water gets pretty deep real quick there too.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a little channel.
I end up seeing it right here, and it's like just right on the edge. It's really, really hard to see.
Dude, look at you searching.
Yeah, so we end up seeing it. It was about 2 feet away from the edge, and we gave him the benefit of the doubt that he touched. So he gets to move all the way up here and doesn't lose any distance.
Well, that's great, but he still's got his OB stroke. And now his second shot here, which is his third stroke, is going to be carrying quite a bit of water if he's going for it. That basket's perched up on a hill right behind that pond. He's fading out early. But the he's safe.
Yeah, it's a smart play. You don't want to go OB twice on this hole. Just putting it safe is a good play.
There's Alex. If that can stable up, that might be good. It might be hard.
Needs to skip. Yeah, I think he's just a little deep there.
If he caught some trees, he might be in a good spot. And here's Clint. The only great drive, the only thing he's got is these trees in his run-up, but that's a great position to be in where he's at.
Yeah, he's probably only got 250 left to the pin.
And that's pretty good.
It's really good. Yeah, anything inside the circle is really good on this hole.
And here's you for your third shot with your OB stroke.
Yeah, I'm going pig.
And that looks like a little sawed off early too.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the OB and just kind of saw it off.
That tree saved you a little bit. It kept you in the circle.
Yeah, I'm about 25 feet there, so that's a really good tree.
It's friendly. Here's Alex. Looks like he's just outside the circle, but he's got some trees in between. Hits the pole. That's not a bad bid.
No. Not with that water behind.
If you can save that par. Oh!
Just left.
Well, at least it didn't roll off. It's on a side hill, so at least it didn't roll off in the water.
Mm-hmm. Clint for birdie.
And there's the Clint Calvin we know.
Solid birdie.
Great birdie on that hole.
I think I tapped out there for my par. Kessler's got it. This left for bogey. Sorry, both got bogeys there.
Yeah, because both had the OB strokes.
Yep.
That's right. That looks like a little frustrated.
Yeah, a little frustrated.
That's all right. The next hole, you've got another par 4 to really open up on again.
Yeah, the next one is It's one of the funnest holes on the course, I think.
Yeah, Clint, he's broken up a little lead here now on that hole. He got a 2-stroke swing there on you.
Yeah, okay. Hole 11 is 738 feet. This is par 4. This hole shapes up perfectly to go big flex if you're a right-hand backhand player. This is
it tempts you.
Yeah,
I see a lot of big arms really just wanting to go for it. But there's OB on the right side that's marked on here. So if you get off the golf fairway, you're in the out of bounds. But it's easy to fade off left in the trees too. So to find that fairway is tricky.
The wind had also picked up for us a little bit here, so we had a little tailwind to kind of help our discs.
That doesn't look too bad. It looked like you got some turn on it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. He's a little straight, but that's better than being OB right. So
I'm a roller man myself on this hole. I like to roll it up there and roll the dice a little bit, see what happens. See what kind of power Alex has on this one.
Yeah, I think that's a swirly Emperor.
That looked a little nose up. He didn't look happy with that.
Yeah. Fades out there to the left. It's a decent spot, though. You can get up and down from there. There's a little backdoor route.
Is this your destroyer?
Yeah, this is my Calvin destroyer. I'm trying to wait for the wind here. I'm trying to see how much tailwind I'm going to have.
And is that going to turn?
I kind of misjudge it here. Yeah.
Oh, it's fading out. There is a lane on that left side. If you can get far enough through those trees, which I've learned plenty of times through poor throws. But if you get far enough, there's a lane on the left side that you can get up around and get up to the pin. See what Kessler's got up his sleeve.
I believe he's going Wraith here.
It's in the fairway.
A little low.
It's in the fairway, but that'll be tough having that golf green and the bunkers up there. That's still a pump to get it there. Smart plays to fade it off early like that, probably.
Yep. Alex has got this backdoor sidearm here.
Here's that back door we're talking about. If he can get it there, it's not bad. Oh, looks like it just caught a tree a little bit and slowed it down. It's not awful. He's probably still 90 feet away. You've got the same look, but you're going Spike Heiser here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it far enough right. It's kind of pinched, so I think that's inside circle one.
That's good. And Clint's just got a nice casual backhand.
Yeah, this is a massive drive, so he's got a pretty simple approach from there.
That's a fantastic drive. Here's Kessler for his third shot. He's got to go to a knee and forehand it up there.
Going pig.
That's perfect.
Pig sit, perfect.
See if Alex can get it up close. Oh,
sit.
That's not too bad. The green's right behind that too, so if you go a little too far, you got to be cautious.
You've
got this for a birdie.
You got circle's edge.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
That one felt good after missing my last 3 or 4 putts from that range.
You got Alex cleaning up his par. Kessler deciding who's going to go first here. He'll get his par. Clint just casually knocking up his tap-in birdie here.
Going lefty putt.
Oh, shoot. That's when you know you're balling, when you pull out the lefty putt. So you and Clint both get the birdie there. So you keep that 2-stroke distance there. And Alex and Kessler both pulled the par.
Okay, hole 13. This is 260 feet, excuse me. This is one that you want to go little turnover, or you can go backhand hyzer. The spike hyzer is a good play, but it brings in the OB on the right side.
It's a short hole, and what I like about it is I see so many different ways to attack this hole. Like I see people doing the big arms will just go this big spike hyzer and try to get close, but the trees are in the way.
Yep.
But then you see flex shots over the top in the middle. You see thumbers.
Yep.
Forehands. It plays for all different kinds. It's tricky. If the grass skipped at all, you'd see a lot more forehands, I think, but it doesn't skip.
Oh,
that's a great shot. Pretty good.
Wow.
finding the gap. Looks like he's going flex over those top trees there.
Yeah, a little Nova. A little too high. That's a good.
Not bad.
That's a good
that's
spot
in the
though.
circle there.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Looks like you got caught up in a tree.
Yeah, I kind of released mine a little early.
That'll play.
Yeah, Clint was actually going to be about 15 feet, and he hit that tree and rolled all the way back to here, so it's kind of unfortunate. He had to have that putt.
Just laying it up there. Let's see if Kessler can make up his putting woes from the front nine. I think he just needs to go to a knee every time. Maybe that's what it is. That was great. Here's Alex with the birdie.
Both got two. It's a good birdie to get because it's not a straightforward hole. Even though it is short, it's still pretty technical.
Alex and Kessler both picking up birdies while you and Clint just get the par. That's good for them. Not so good for you. Yeah.
Yep.
So here we go. On to hole 13. Is that what we're on? Man, I better keep track.
Yeah, hole 13. This is 370 feet. There's a few different plays. The most common play is just a straight shot. You can also kind of go like a backdoor hyzer where you just throw it straight and have it fade. That's what Alex is doing here, I think.
There's a good line when you come in here around these pine trees that kind of guard it.
Yep.
Oh, he kind of overshot that.
Yeah, that was an ace run right there. We all thought that was in for a second.
That's incredible to get past that. Usually those trees will catch you up or the hill or something. Kessler looks like to be throwing on a similar line.
Yep. That was low enough. Yeah, that's a great shot.
That's good. Dove it in before that pine tree. I see a lot of those hyzers come in around it, and that's the ones I see get pretty close.
Mm-hmm. Clint's going baby hyzer.
Straight. Oh, he almost got the cameraman
hooked up. I'm going mortar here, trying to keep it low and get it underneath the trees.
That's not a bad play off the tree there.
Yeah, a little juice, but got a good break.
That'll work.
Now Clint's well left here, so he's got a little death putt here, this hill.
He's always got that same routine before his shots. He imagines all these shots before he goes. Nearly hit it. Wow. Here goes Alex outside the circle, probably a 40, 45 footer. And
great putt.
Smashes it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, Alex is really good at those little steppers. Makes those a lot.
There you go. Then you get one back on Clint right here. That's great. And Kessler.
Good putt.
That's got to feel good for Kessler and Alex getting back-to-back pars, 2 holes in a row here. Back-to-back birdies, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Now we get into a couple holes that are get a little let's just say we're glad we didn't hit the wind on these couple of holes.
Yeah. This next hole 14. This is one. It's for most people. It's usually a birdie or a bogey. You're clearing water pretty much the whole way. You got OB on the backside and left. Most people are just going hyzer mid-range or fairway driver here.
And that cart path on the right is OB as well on that right-hand side. So a straight shot isn't a bad play going at it. You just got to make sure you clear that water.
Yeah, Alex is going straight at it.
That looks pretty good.
It's a great shot.
The hyzer's a good play, but there's a few trees right up there too that can catch some dis for that right-hand hyzer. But Kessler looks like he's got it dialed up. My goodness.
20 feet.
Let's see what you can get here.
Going pig here.
Of course you are.
This thing gets a little up in the wind and just barely OB.
By about 6 inches. Let's see if Clint can capitalize.
Going back to this red disc. I don't know. I think this might be a Pioneer.
Oh, okay. That's
a great
pretty,
shot.
That's pretty good. Not even worried about the water. Just for par from the OB. Uh-oh. It skipped off the top. I didn't see what it did.
I think it sits. Yeah,
Oh,
it
good.
sits pretty close.
It has me nervous. And this gets a little scary here, too. I mean, one wrong bounce off a basket.
Oh.
Oh. You've got that water right behind you. I've seen so many people roll right into that. That basket's only about 15 feet from the water's edge.
Kessler taking his time.
There he goes. Another one. And you can see the light is starting to fade. That windstorm made everything super slow, and everybody on the course kind of just stopped and got scared to throw, and so it kind of pushed us back. But here we go. Alex and Kessler are starting to turn on a little bit. Cade, you had a little struggle there.
Yeah, Clinton picked up 2 on me there.
He's starting to get a gap here. He's 3 on. Here's another one. What is this?
This is 316 feet, a little kind of peninsula green. This is one you definitely want to stick. You don't want to be going OB because the drop zone's pretty much a 4 at this point. So
yeah, there's OB deep. There's OB in the water short. There's a safe landing spot on the left where the drop zone is. But this is, make no mistake, these shots are incredible. This is one of the harder holes on the course, score-wise. And to have 2 parked right in a row there is pretty amazing. We call this the Peninsula Hole because it's just right out on this peninsula and everything filters down into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and Alex goes OB there.
Yeah, it just came out a little early. Looked like.
That's looking good.
Trying to go low.
The grabby grass of the bluff.
Yep.
Let's hope that grabs too. That looks great. That's good. Nice bird. You guys shredded this hole.
Yeah.
You made this hole not look hard.
Yeah. 3 birdies on this hole is very rare. It's usually rare to see 1, but when you see 3, that's something special.
This isn't a hole that's permanent at the bluff either, and so we bring it out for events like this. But it gets talked about a lot because it's tricky. It really is.
Yeah. It's definitely a hole you're circling during your round. It's either a 2 or a 4 most of the time, so you want to be careful on it. This next hole is let's see.
Par 4,
this is a par 4. Yeah, this is a hole you're gonna want to go straight off the tee, maybe a little left, depending on how far you want to go. If you want to get 400, 500 feet off the tee, you're gonna want to go left. If you're throwing shorter than 400, you can go dead straight, and you won't get to this hazard.
You got a tight window off the tee there too. So there's some trees that can cause you some troubles, and there's OB on that right on that cart path. But it doesn't really come into play for a lot for a right-handed player that can just hyzer it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think the smart play is just a nice 350-foot drive out in the middle, right in front of the long grass hazard, and then just play your approach in.
Yeah, that was a good shot from Clint. I believe that was a Saint or Saint Pro.
He loves the St. Pros.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, I'm going rock 3 to try to just settle it down.
By the way, I throw like my Emperor distance drivers on this, and you got Cade throwing rock 3. That's not too bad there. So everyone's in the fairway nice and safe here. So if we can just get an approach over the long grass, it's getting dark by this point. So we're trying to just get it done and get it in before it gets too dark. Oh, that's fantastic.
It's a really good shot.
The basket's kind of in this group of trees, and it's almost deceiving because I feel like the basket is actually farther back there than what it really looks like from where you're at. And these players are playing it beautifully.
Yeah, a common mistake is leaving it short here. Definitely want to get the distance on it. I'm going Nova, and it hits the tree and drops about 30 short.
Clinton was having a good time with me. I was watching him at this point, and he was telling me he couldn't see anything, but right before this shot, and then he's just trying to have a little fun. But it was all in good fun.
Yeah, he's got about 50 left here.
And then he just finishes it off. I told him if you can make a putt like that in the dark, then it was on him on the approach. So, but that's pretty good, picking up that birdie from that distance. Here's Kessler for his birdie.
I believe he missed my shot, but I had about a 30-foot straddle putt, and I believe I missed it. So,
oh man.
Moving on to hole 17. This is 252 feet. This is personally my favorite hole in the course. It's you got 2 bunkers, and then you got this hill on the backside. So it's a really tough one to stick and park it, but a lot of people just play either long or right of the pin and try to make a decent sized putt.
It gets a little tricky when you get beyond it too far, whether or not you're going to run the putt back with the bunkers right behind it. This is one of those spots.
Kessler goes long, yeah.
Very fundamental, Glenn is. Oh, he's going the big hyzer, trying to spike it down there. And I saw a cloud of dust.
Might be in the bunker there.
It looked like it was in the bunker. Oh.
Going mortar.
Boy, that had a shot.
Yeah, it looked like it was going in off the tee.
Here goes Alex playing it out wide to the right. I think the miss is to the right, to be honest. Like, if you can miss to the right, you can take the bunkers out of play on your putt.
Yep.
But anything long, oh no.
That was in.
That was a lot of chains to bounce out. See if Kessler can hit something here.
So
Sit,
slow.
sit. That's nerve-wracking when there's the bunkers that close to the basket. Routine.
Left side there. That one, I think that one trickles into the bunker.
Oh no. I thought it went in. It's so dark. You can't tell.
Yeah, that one kind of hurts. You definitely want to be getting a 2 on this one for how short it is.
We've all been there in that bunker. Here's Clint in from the hazard playing for his 3. Someone must have gotten his line of sight right there in the dark. Smart reset. Slams it home.
Great putt.
Well, hole 18, we're getting there. Last hole. It's getting dark at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, putting from this range isn't really an issue, but definitely when you're far away from the basket, it's definitely getting hard to see. So,
almost missed Kessler and Alex putting out. But here we go, going into hole 18. Clint's got a pretty good lead right now. He's a 4-stroke lead. Then Kessler's fought back a little bit there to be 1 under.
Yeah, hole 18 here is 334 feet. There's 2 different plays. You can go hyzer or you can go up the middle. It just depends on what you're feeling. I think most of us are going to try to go hyzer here.
And when it's dark like this, it's kind of just a throw and pray. You see Kessler just turn around. There's no seeing it.
Yeah.
The camera's showing more light than there really is because it's dark at this point.
Yeah. At this point with the trees, we really didn't really know where our discs were going.
This is where practice comes into play. A little course practice, a little preparation. You know the hole already. You can just throw it in with your eyes closed.
Yep. Yeah, I believe Clint's going with his arrive here. Just trying to spike it down.
Being dark like this, the hyzer outside the trees is probably the smart play.
Listening for chains right there.
That's all you can do at that point. You can't see where that's at. I'm just happy we can even see the players. That's fantastic. Looks like Alex is lining up the hyzer too.
Yep. Yeah, we're all just listening at this point for chains because that's about all we can do. We can't really see our discs.
It'd be super cool if you hit it though. You know, you listen for chains like that.
Yeah, I'm going glow Firebird.
Smart with the glow.
Yeah,
smart play.
I was debating whether I should light it up or not, but
yeah, I could pull out the flashlight. And here's Kessler. He's from deep here. He's jump putting.
Oh.
Just missed it. He probably couldn't even tell that he just missed it.
believe this is Alex.
Looks like Alex. Hits the
That's a
birdie in
great
the dark.
putt.
That's amazing. And Cade, you're following suit. That's what I'm saying, man. You don't need the light.
Clint also. Yeah.
You guys just went 3 down on this card in the dark. That's pretty impressive.
Tap in there, Kessler.
Well, you got Clint finishing off the round at 8 down. Joey Kozowski came back and he had a 6 down round, and Mason Foltz a 6 down as well. And you had a 4 down, so you'll stay on the lead card for the next round, which is great.
Yeah, just squeaked on.
So we'll have that'll be our lead card for the next round, and we'll see you then.